Okay fellas, here we are back again, this time around with Kefla at 1.33 of the patch. And before I get started, obviously I'm going to put up the patch notes right now so you guys can pause, read it, and skip over to the combo section so you can actually see these changes in application to, you know, the respective parts. I'll also include some like breads and butters and stuff, something that's easier to do, but for the most part I just want to show off like all the different changes that Kefla received, right? Which is not that many, but still pretty significant. Starting off, standing light attack, increased distance. You gotta have the standing light attack at an increased distance because one, if she didn't, she'd probably be far worse. Mostly because like a lot of the casts just have really big buttons, you know, Gogeta Blue, Gogeta Red, Lab Coat Vegeta Blue, so many more characters as well. You know, Team Gohan just received his buff. Cell also received quite significant buffs. A lot of these other characters and the members of the cast also received buffs. Trunks especially received insane buffs, especially to his auto combo. So just being able to like frame trap or, you know, stagger and maybe catch someone at, you know, a distance that they're not relative to, especially with such a fast attack from Kefla, right? 6 frames, 7 frames at max distance, 9 frames at max distance. So she just needs to combat a lot of these other characters in the cast to just make sure that she doesn't get clapped, right? That's it for that. So Super Cannonball, obviously that's a 236. They can split up the timing of when you can super dash, that way you can 5H, 236L, and then actually connect it, right? It's the beam, it's her style of beam. There were some characters that were missing it, Gogeta Blue, that obviously didn't need it, right? And then I think UI Goku, they fixed it, but I don't think they actually mentioned it in the patch notes, so... Or I could be wrong, it was just fixed in 1.32, so just makes it more consistent for combo routes, especially after 5H, so you can do this and actually combo full screen. Next up is Gigantic Breaker, that's her 236S. They made it so you can actually super dash out of it. And it's pretty good, so you can actually like continue combos off of this. I don't know if it'll actually be more beneficial to do this as opposed to, you know, her Super Cannonball, but we'll see, right? We'll see. 1080 total damage, this does 1508, so maybe it'll be more worth it, but Gigantic Breaker is more susceptible to hit stun decay, so you might want to just play around with what combos work for you if you are going to be maining Kefla for your teams, for your tournaments, for your casuals, for your ranked match climb, anything you want to do with her, right? Those are her main buffs. The rest of her stuff that she received is all for limit break buffs. Obviously all the casts received a level 1, level 3 limit break buff, and to change that they actually changed it for each individual character for whatever reason. Obviously not for whatever reason, it's because they had to, right? So obviously I already have her shown as anchor here. All it does is level 1 and level 3. So there's that. You can also do it off of her other level 1, level 3. And I think for her level 3 they made it so it's not performable but in the air, but if you are in the air in your level 1, it'll teleport you to the ground. Weirdly enough, so far I've only found Gogeta Blue to be the only one to receive a level 3 buff where if you're in the air you can just level 3 and you can just perform it in the air. It'll just teleport you to the ground and perform it. That change is mostly due to his light Rekkas, right? If you want to level 3 off of light Rekkas mid-screen, no corner somehow, right? Maybe you like vanished or something, you can level 3 like consistently and it won't drop. You don't have to land level 3. You can just level 3 off of light Rekkas to actually connect it. I'm pretty sure that's what that's for, because they could have just made it so, you know, Kefla as well could just teleport to the ground for a level 3, or Super Broly can teleport to the ground, but for whatever reason, Gogeta's the only one I found that actually has that change. It's just very strange to me why they gave it specifically to Gogeta Blue, not as if he already needed that buff, whatever. So, that's all her buffs. A lot of, you know, oh wait, hold on, JK, I almost forgot. Gigantic Great, this one right here. They made it so you can actually So she's not as minus. She can actually act a lot sooner and have more time to potentially 50-50 high-low. You know, if you're in the corner and the combo like that, etc., you can like 50-50 or, you know, vanish near the ground, 2-3-6-S, and then do that. So pretty good, pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now. We're just gonna get right into the combos. Hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content.